All right, so I'm gonna be doing the taping on his wrist. So I'm gonna grab his wrist and he's gonna do it like this. He's just, no, sideways. And you're just gonna lean it on me so that I can get a good angle on your wrist and everything like that. So hyperextension is this, and this is the most common form of sprains, and then there's the hyperflexion. But most likely we're gonna do the hyperextension just because that's the most common one. So I'm gonna have him lean it here so I can tape him good. So this is the pre-taping that we're gonna put on here. And it depends how long the arm is. We don't need to go too crazy down. Bring it back up here. Put it through his, okay. All right, we'll come back down. All right, here we go. And actually, I'm gonna have him hold this here because I need my scissors to cut the tape, and I don't have the scissors right. Okay. So here we go with the tape. So we're gonna do our anchors before we start. We're gonna anchor it off here. And again, this tape does not really break easily for me. Again, I'll have him put it up here. We're gonna put a few anchors here just to give it some strength. Don't have the best scissors here. Okay. We're gonna do one right up here. Sorry. Okay, it doesn't need to be that far. Okay. And after we have all these set, we're actually going to be doing a fan that is going to help because he had an hyperextension. So we're going to create a fan. So if you could put the camera over here so I can show them what I'm doing. So we're going to create a fan. You don't need it to be that long. And it totally depends on the length of the person's arm. So we're creating a fan here that's just gonna give it more strength. The more pieces of tape that you add, of course, it's gonna give more strength to it. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. Again, I do not have the best scissors here. All right. So I created my fan, which is not the perfect fan, okay? All right, and then I'm gonna have him bring it back up. And we wanna start, so pretty much we wanna avoid it from going into, can you let me move your wrist? Into an extension, okay? So we're gonna put it at a slight flexion here. So that's what this fan is supposed to create. So we're gonna start from the distal part here, which is right here. We want to make sure we attach it here because this way we can create the flexion that we need to create by pulling this down. So that's what we're doing with this. That's the point, because if you started down here, then you're like, okay, where am I going to go now? So you want to have a slight flexion, and then we're going to push this here, and then we're going to tighten it there. So it's creating a slight flexion for his wrist because he has a hyperextension sprain. And then after that, we're gonna go ahead and just add all these so that we can go ahead and strengthen that a little bit more, the fan. And you can add more than one fan depending on the severity of the sprain. I'm just doing one since we are just doing this as a demonstration. So you can get a gist, and you're just pretty much gonna secure it at this point. Once the fans are created, you just go ahead and keep putting the tape on and keep securing it around here so that it doesn't move in that direction where it got sprained. All right, this is where I'm gonna do the longer one. All right, come around here, get it really good. All right. Perfect. And this is my demonstration of the taping for a hyperextended wrist sprain.